we'd like to welcome you back to Concerned Citizens. My name's William Zimmerman. I'm here with...
Yes, Gerald Phillips.
And we're trying to help inform the City of Avon Lake citizens about what's really going on in our city.
Well, today's topic is related to the Avon Lake power plant, and probably something most residents are aware of because of the recent implosion and all the publicity that was given over the implosion on the various news channels. So we're going to give a little bit of a history concerning the implosions and some of the things that were before City Council that were on the agenda and up for discussions regarding this issue. We all know that the Avon Lake power plant at some point in time had to be taken down and remediated and removed. But the topic of this discussion is more about not that it shouldn't have been taken down, but how it should have been taken down. And in connection with some concerns that a number of residents did express, both prior to the implosion on July 31st and the most recent one on December 19th of this year.
The facts in regards to the first implosion, though, actually go before that, when we were talking about trying to get legislation done with some kind of memorandum for the ability to have us have the proper legal way of doing it. And the city was trying to pass legislation so that implosions would have rules that you'd have to follow, permits and guidelines. And unfortunately, that never came to materialize.
Yeah, the discussion of the ALERG, which is Avon Lake Environmental Remediation Group, LLC, which is the owner or the purchaser of the power plant, goes back, a number of years. I mean, we talked about the Brownfield Committee that had been meeting over 3 years. They were involved with that because they were trying to get a Brownfield grant. But during this period of time, it was well known that that plant was going to be taken down. They were going to use implosion or some explosives on it. But in this interim, nobody, even the outside consultant, Attorney Todd Davis, advised the City of Avon Lake, hey, you don't have nothing on the books to deal with demolitions, and you need some rules, regulations, procedures to protect the health, safety, welfare of the residents and citizens of Avon Lake. So that was totally ignored. Nothing was on the books. Nobody was advised council that they needed to pass legislation. So it comes up to July, when they had the first implosion on July 31st of 2024. There was a council meeting on Monday. Right before that, I believe the 31st was on a Wednesday. The city council was packed. There was standing room only. A number of residents expressed a concern that we don't know what the side effects are. Nothing has been done as far as testing, as far as the wind, the fallout area, so that they overwhelmingly wanted to postpone the implosion. And it was pretty much a unanimous group of people. You remember that?
Yes, indeed. Everybody was quite adamant about wanting to postpone. And as I recall, they actually, council itself had come to the same conclusion. And Mr. O'Donnell, who was the acting president at the time, had made a statement saying he believed that should postpone for a week or two so that they could be better informed and have more information and try to get it out to the public and all those things. And as we all recall, that never happened.
Yeah, I recall he wanted to postpone a minimum of 30 days, which seemed like a very logical, practical solution in light of the fact of all the questions that were raised at that council meeting and about the potential health risks. And it's always to measure twice and cut once. And I left that meeting thinking that Council President Marty O'Donnell made such a convincing argument that the implosion was going to be postponed.
I think most of us had the same idea that there'd be a couple days minimum instead of finding out the next day that it was going to happen on Wednesday with less than a 24-hour notice.
Yeah, I was quite shocked, surprised that they went ahead ignoring a room of residents who were just asking to get some answers to some questions, get some procedures set up, get some testing so that they know that it was going to be safe, rather than just do it and, well, find out later that it wasn't safe.
Right, because everybody had concerns. It was the unknown that we were all concerned about because nobody had been around an event like this before.
And there were some discussions, I recall, that in the City of Avon Lake, the public safety director is also our mayor, which is Mayor Spetzel. And as public safety director, both the fire chief and the police chief report to the mayor, Mark Spetzel, and he has authority over both of them. And there was discussions that he should exercise that authority and postpone the implosion.